Good morning, students. In the organization of commerce and management, we are going to see the next form of organization, that is joint stock company. You have already heard about the Reliance Industries companies, Tata Steel Limited, then Maruti Udyog Limited. See, these large organizations are spread all over the world. How are they formed and how they are managed? So let us learn about such a large scale organizations. See, after industrial revolution, there were drastic changes in the traditional forms of business. New form was introduced which is named as joint stock companies. They required more of the capital and other resources than sole trading concern, partnership firm, joint into family, etc. So, what is the meaning of this joint stock company? A joint stock company is a voluntary association of persons who generally contribute capital. They carry on a particular type of business which is established by law. The total capital of joint stock company is known as share capital, and it is divided into small units, and each such unit is called as a share. Every member holds some shares, and these members are called as a shareholder. In India, every joint stock company is registered under the Companies Act 2013. Now, meaning you better understood. Joint stock company is nothing but this is a voluntary association of persons, means people voluntarily may purchase the shares of the company and be a member of a joint stock company. Now we are going to see definition. A joint stock company is a voluntary association of individuals for profit having capital divided into transferable shares, the ownership of which is the condition on membership. So this is a definition by Professor L.H. Haney. The another definition you can see as per the Companies Act 2013. Section 2 subsection 20. The term company means a company incorporated under the Companies Act 2013 or any other previous company law. The third definition you can see by the Chief Justice Marshall. A company is a person, artificial, invisible, intangible, and existing only in the eyes of law. Being a more creature of law, it possesses only those properties which the charter of its creation confers upon it, either expressly or as incidental to its very existence. So these are some definitions of joint stock company. So in short, you get understood company which is incorporated under the Companies Act 2013, and it is a voluntary association of persons. Okay. Now next we are going to see the features of joint stock company. First feature you can see, that is voluntary association. Person of any caste, any religion can become a member of a joint stock company. There is no such a restrictions regarding number of shares purchased by one person. After the death, shares of any shareholder are being transferred to his nominee, and there is no restrictions on transfer of shares. So you can see this is a voluntary association. मीन्स यहाँ पे कोई भी किसी भी कास्ट का, रिलीजन का, कोई भी पर्सन कंपनी का मेंबर हो सकता है, एंड एक व्यक्ति कितने नंबर ऑफ शेयर्स परचेस करेगा उस पर भी कोई रेस्ट्रिक्शंस नहीं है. एंड आफ्टर डेथ, उनकी मृत्यु के बाद दो शेयर्स आर बीइंग ट्रांसफर टू नॉमिनी को दिए जाते हैं. सो इजीली वो ट्रांसफरेबल भी होते हैं. सेकेंड फीचर यू कैन सी रजिस्ट्रेशन. Registration is compulsory according to the Companies Act 2013. An application in prescribed format must be submitted in the register of company, that is called incorporation certificate. So here a company must get incorporation certificate or certificate of registration, which is necessary for the formation of a joint stock company, and for this purpose whatever necessary registration fee is required, that is paid by the promoters. Promoters are nothing but these are the pioneers of the company who may have an idea to start a business activity. A private limited company can immediately start the business after getting incorporation certificate, and a public limited company must obtain certificate of commencement of business, trading certificate, which is called. So in order to start business they had to require certificate of commencement of business or trading certificate. So registration जो भी होता है जॉइंट स्टॉक कंपनी का वो कंपल्सरी होता है, एंड वो कंपनी एक्ट 2013 के तहत किया जाता है. एंड इसके लिए जो भी नेसेसरी रजिस्ट्रेशन फीस लगती है वो प्रमोटर्स पेड करते हैं. एंड प्राइवेट कंपनी को जब सर्टिफिकेट ऑफ रजिस्ट्रेशन या सर्टिफिकेट ऑफ इनकॉर्पोरेशन मिलता है, दे कैन इमीडिएट स्टार्ट देयर बिजनेस एक्टिविटी. बट इन केस पब्लिक लिमिटेड कंपनी, उनको रिक्वायर्ड होता है ट्रेडिंग सर्टिफिकेट या फिर इसे बोलते हैं सर्टिफिकेट ऑफ कमेंसमेंट ऑफ बिजनेस. ओके. थर्ड फीचर रजिस्टर्ड ऑफिस. द एड्रेस ऑफ the registered office of company is mentioned in the memorandum of association, and all the important documents of a company have been kept in the company's registered office. Say for example, register of shareholder, register of debenture holder, register of deposit holder, minutes book, memorandum of association, articles of association. So these kinds of documents or files have been kept at the registered office of the company. So registered office में बहुत सारे इंपॉर्टेंट डॉक्यूमेंट्स फाइल्स वगैरह रखते हैं. एग्जाम्पल आपने अभी देखे, भले वो रजिस्टर ऑफ मेंबर्स हो यानी कि शेयर होल्डर्स, रजिस्टर ऑफ डिबेंचर होल्डर, मिनिट्स बुक, या फिर आर्टिकल्स ऑफ एसोसिएशन एंड मेमोरेंडम ऑफ एसोसिएशन. फोर्थ फीचर वी कैन सी दैट इज आर्टिफिशियल लीगल पर्सन. A company is an artificial person created by law. It can enter into contract with third parties after registration. Means what? Here company has an existence on paper, and this is what artificial person. But it may enter into contract with the third party. Okay, so therefore only law can create joint stock company and only law can wind up it. तो समझ में आ रहा है, कंपनी का जो एग्जिस्टेंस है वो ऑन पेपर है, एंड कंपनी इसलिए आर्टिफिशियल पर्सन बोला जाता है कंपनी को. एंड आफ्टर रजिस्ट्रेशन, जब भी रजिस्ट्रेशन होता है तो कंपनी किसी थर्ड पार्टी के साथ कॉन्ट्रैक्ट कर सकती है. नेक्स्ट फीचर नंबर 5, सेपरेट लीगल स्टेटस. There is a separate legal existence of joint stock company. It is a separate legal entity apart from its members. So here joint stock company has its separate legal status, which is different from its members. Okay, तो joint stock company अपना यहाँ पे खुद का legal status enjoy करती है क्योंकि उनका registration होता है. So it is having or enjoying separate legal status. Next point number 6, common seal. See, common seal. Common seal is nothing but this is the rubber stamp of a company, or you can say this is a signature of a company, which is very important. See, a company is an artificial person. It does not have a physical existence like a human being, and therefore it is necessary to make a provisions for the signature of the company. So every joint stock company has a common seal, and it is used as a signature of a joint stock company. A seal has a name of the company engraved on it, and it is considered as the important property of the company. So therefore, a seal is kept in the custody of company secretary. A seal is affixed on each and every important document of a company, but the document must be signed by the company secretary and by minimum 2 director. तो यहाँ पे कॉमन सील जो है, कॉमन सील इज नथिंग बट दिस इज द सिग्नेचर ऑफ अ joint stock company. Why? Because company is an artificial person. It cannot make signature like a natural person. जैसे कि हमने देखा कि वो खुद साइन नहीं कर सकते हैं, तो ये कॉमन सील जो है उसे कंपनी का सिग्नेचर माना जाता है, जो कि नाम कंपनी का वहाँ पे मेंशन होता है, कब इस्टेब्लिश हुआ ये मेंशन होता है, एंड जो कि हर एक डॉक्यूमेंट पे अफिक्स किया जाता है, मतलब लगाया जाता है, एंड वहाँ पे सेक्रेटरी की काउंटर साइन होती है, एंड एटलीस्ट 2 बोर्ड ऑफ डायरेक्टर की भी सिग्नेचर होती है. So this is all about the common seal. Next feature we can see, that is the limited liability. The liability of all shareholder is limited, and that is limited up to the extent of unpaid face value of the shares held by them. Therefore, private property of shareholder is not used for the payment of company liabilities. So their liabilities are limited one. They may not use their personal property for payment of company's liabilities. So the members' liability is a limited one. Next feature we can see, that is the transferability of share. Now the total share capital of a company is divided into small shares, small parts. To become a member of a company, it is compulsory to purchase the shares of the company. The shares of public limited company are freely transferable. It means a shareholder can buy or sell shares without permission of the company, and the shares of private limited company are not freely transferable. इसका मतलब ये होता है कि यहाँ पे जो भी शेयर कैपिटल है कंपनी का, वो डिफरेंट यूनिट्स में डिवाइड किया जाता है, एंड मेंबरशिप हासिल करने के लिए यहाँ पे मेंबर्स को शेयर्स परचेस करने होते हैं, एंड पब्लिक कंपनी जो है उनके शेयर्स फ्रीली ट्रांसफरेबल होते हैं, मतलब उनको कंपनी की परमिशन रिक्वायर्ड नहीं होती. बट इनकेस प्राइवेट कंपनी है तो शेयर्स फ्रीली ट्रांसफरेबल नहीं होते हैं. नेक्स्ट नंबर 9 feature we can see, separation of ownership and management. See, shareholders are the owners of joint stock company. They elect the representative to look after the day-to-day administration of business activities, and these representatives who are elected are called as the directors. Then directors appoint professional managers and other employees for the day-to-day administration or working of a company. These employees work on a salary basis, and therefore the ownership of joint stock company is with the shareholders and the management is in the hands of directors. So there is a separation of ownership and management. See, यहाँ पे जो भी कैपिटल लगाया जाता है वो शेयर होल्डर्स लगाते हैं बाय परचेसिंग शेयर्स. ओके, बट दे आर लार्ज इन नंबर. उनकी जो संख्या है वो बड़े पैमाने पे होती है. सो दे में इलेक्ट द रिप्रेजेंटेटिव. वो अपने रिप्रेजेंटेटिव इलेक्ट करते हैं जिन्हें डायरेक्टर्स कहा जाता है. कलेक्टिवली वी कॉल देम बोर्ड ऑफ डायरेक्टर. So in this way, this board of directors manage the business activities of a company, and in this way we can see there is a separation of ownership and management. Next, number 10, we can see perpetual succession. Giant Stock Company has a separate legal existence, and its existence does not depend upon its members. The death, retirement, insanity, insolvency of any member or employees does not affect the existence of the company. So, joint stock company enjoy permanent or perpetual succession. जैसे कि आपने देखा है कि जॉइंट हिंदू फैमिली है या सोल ट्रेडिंग या पार्टनरशिप, किसी की भी डेथ होती है, इंसॉल्वेंसी होती है, इंसेन हो जाते हैं, तो कंपनी या उनकी जो फर्म है दैट गेट्स वाइंड अप, बंद हो जाती है. बट यहाँ पे ओनर्स लार्ज इन नंबर है, देन डायरेक्टर्स होते हैं, एम्प्लॉयज होते हैं, तो बाय द डेथ और उनकी इंसॉल्वेंसी, इंसैनिटी से कंपनी को कुछ भी फर्क नहीं पड़ता है. सो कंपनी का जो एग्जिस्टेंस है वो लॉन्ग लाइफ होता है, एंड मतलब इसका कि एंजॉय परपेचुअल सक्सेशन. एंड लास्ट पॉइंट वी कैन सी दैट इज द मेंबरशिप. In public limited company, minimum number of members are 7 and there is no such limit on the maximum number of members. In private limited company, minimum number of persons are 2 and maximum are 200 as per the Companies Act 2013. And every shareholder is a co-owner of a joint stock company. देखो, जो भी पब्लिक लिमिटेड कंपनी है वहाँ पे कम से कम 7 मेंबर्स होने चाहिए, एंड मैक्सिमम कितने होंगे उस पर कुछ भी लिमिट नहीं है. लेकिन यदि ये प्राइवेट कंपनी है तो मिनिमम 2 चाहिए एंड मैक्सिमम 200 का यहाँ पे कंपनी एक्ट 2013 के हिसाब से मेंबरशिप होना चाहिए. ओके, सो टुडे वी सी the introduction, meaning, definition, and features of a joint stock company. Thank you.